we may be missing out on half the leadership talent that's available to us. Women make up the largest pool of untapped potential for leadership in the world. But women aren't making it to the top of organizations anywhere. Not in business, nonprofits, in our communities, and especially in worldwide governments.
The numbers tell the story. Today, 60% of college graduates around the world are women. And for the first time in history, more women than men are earning PhDs. When they enter the workforce, men and women across most industries are hired on at equal rates. As they move up through middle management, the numbers still show that it's about 50-50 men and women equally holding supervisor, manager, and director level positions.
But when you move into senior management, the corner offices, the numbers drop substantially. At the top, in the decision-making positions for Fortune 100 and Fortune 500 companies, we're seeing only about 15 to 20% of those leaders are women.
So we've got some pretty big challenges that we're facing in this world. Why would we only use half of our leadership capacity to solve these problems? Raising the status of women in the world and preparing women to take on more leadership roles might be the way that we can tackle some of these bigger challenges.
Studies have repeatedly shown that having balanced numbers of men and women in senior leadership produces better business results.
Increased productivity, better return on sales, higher employee engagement, lower employee turnover rates. These are all the things that affect the bottom line of any organization.
Men and women are wired differently.
I know this is a news flash.
We view things differently, we lead differently.
We're very different with what motivates us, with what drives us, with how we lead, with how we behave.
As close as we are to each other in our DNA makeup, we're still just very different.
Understanding these differences is paramount to really maximizing the full potential of leadership within an organization.
When we put these differences together, we get a broader spectrum of vision and talent. We get what is called collective intelligence. And with this collective intelligence, we're better together. We solve problems better, we're able to stimulate creativity and innovation in ways that we wouldn't otherwise. We're able to serve our customers more creatively, and we find new ways of balancing our work and life priorities that benefits everyone in the organization.
Chocolate Villa started with a group of 5 women from 5 very different backgrounds. We could see that women are inherently strong leaders, but they lead with a very different style than men.
I think that we tend to downplay what we do well. Men have no problem cheering loudly about themselves and how great they do, but I think women are much harder on themselves, and what they do very well, they just assume is doing their job. I think we put our head down, we work hard, we go home, we've got so much going on that you don't think about telling everybody how great you are. You just do it, get it done, and go.
I think as women we need to trust our own voice, we need to trust our own visions, and then we need to take action on those. There's not a lot of examples out there. There's more now than there have been in the past, but there aren't a lot of examples that reinforce that idea.
Villa leadership grew out of the need to deepen our influence in organizations and engage male and female leaders to recognize the business case for gender-balanced leadership.
Women and men lead differently, they value different things at times, and I think you have to have that supportiveness at all times, making sure that everybody is supporting each other, whether you're a man or a woman.
There is a clarity for me between those men who really understand the value of women in the workplace and what they can contribute and how their contributions are different than what they get from men. And then when they get behind us and support us in advancing our careers, it makes a huge difference because we're validated in our environment, and then that just helps us to grow and they get the best out of us.
At Villa Leadership, we will keep developing aspiring female leaders in our Chocolate Villa programs. We're all about helping women step up to opportunity, find their authentic voices, and claim their seat at the leadership table. But we've expanded our views and our approaches to be more inclusive, to bring the best minds together, males and females, for the best results. We like to say it takes a villa to raise the next generation of leaders.
Look, it seems really simple, but we're better together.